Hello everybody and welcome back to the Guiseley save, the Youth Challenge save on FM 23, and I'm delighted to announce as we dive into the game that we are safe from relegation. Yes, with one game to go, we're 4 points above the drop zone, which whatever happens in this episode, in this final game of the season, we are safe, and we have another league, or another season I should say, in the National League North. The save continues, because obviously if we get relegated from this division, we literally can't go anywhere, so we get sacked. But yeah, so the save continues. The youth intake has happened in the previous episode. If you didn't go and see it, go check it out. Link will be in the top right corner. Probably slightly earlier than this, because I seem to get it all wrong whenever I try and do those links. But yes, the game is afoot, as Sherlock Holmes would say. We are playing Spennymoor today, who are in second and have a chance of winning the league. So hopefully we ruin their party, which would be absolutely lovely. But some important news. We're on a 5-game losing streak. Yeah, it's not been amazing. We were last together just before the Chorley game, and since then we've not won a game. We've scored 2 goals, both of them coming against bottom of the league Hereford. It's not been an easy running though. Kidderminster are top of the league. Banbury were challenging for the title at that point as well, but they've dropped off out of it now. So, you know, but you've got to take the shoots of positivity that happen. And in this game against Banbury United, we had our new record youngest goal scorer score an absolute rocket. Now, Mackenzie was just been signed to a contract from our youth academy. He is Guyanan, I think is what it is, and he scored this absolute rocket after coming off the bench. What a goal that is. I mean, we didn't win the game, so it was pretty fruitless. But yeah, there he is, Mackenzie, Job Mackenzie he's Guyanese from Guyana, who I feel like I need to go and do some research on. But yeah, he's there, and he's in our team, and he's starting in today. After that goal, he's getting a deserved start. We are actually playing him more as an advanced forward than anything else, just because he's got a bit of pace and he can finish. So yeah, and we're going into this final. I was about to say how we're going to go and approach this game. I'd love to say we've approached the last 4 games like this, but that's not true. In the last 5 games, we've played our strongest 11 and just lost every single game. This game, let's go into the tactics. We are approaching this by not playing anyone that's not going to be at the club next year. So Sikora, our best centre-back, he's not going to be at the club next year because he's not renewing his contract. So he doesn't play in this game. Ethan Vaughan, our best right-back by quite some way, isn't going to be at the club next year. So he's not in the squad. Luke Dean, our ageing holding midfielder. Was it Luke Dean? I think Luke Dean. No, Luke Dean can play. Luke Dean's getting a new contract. He's agreed to a new contract. Luke Dean can play, people. This is huge. This is huge now. So Luke Dean is going to come in for Chippendale. Dean's going to drop back into this holding role. And Hay is going to play as let's keep him as a ball winner there. Keep him as a ball winner. Okay, so that's good. That's good. So Chippendale can go on the bench. We're going to put him on the bench for Kellett, actually. Who else is there that can't play? So Ross Daly is the 35-year-old man who wants to be an important first-team player and just won't be. So he's leaving the club. Other than that, everybody else is good to be picked. But we have filled the bench with a number of our youngsters. So Harry Jordan, the right-back, might come on. We'll see what he can do. Not expecting too much, but you never, ever know. Shane Tarmy, the Irish left back, or left winger, left wing back. He might be getting a run out at 6'3". He'll bring some height onto the wing. Has played 1 game for us already and got a 6.9. Suleiman is the guy that loves to play centre back, centre mid, or centre forward, but is also sort of no master of trades, a jack of all of them, or however that phrase goes. But he's played 1 game and got a 6.4. Came on at centre back for Sikora, didn't do a good job. And Nate Ampadu, who's probably one of the highest recommended players. He's only 15, but he's also played 1 game for us, got a 6.6. All of those youngsters coming off the bench previously. But, you know, time to bled in some of these youngsters, see what they can do, as there's nothing left to play for in the season. But the main question here is, how do we get on with not having George Sikora in our back line? Easily our best player. Has had an absolutely superb season for a 7.3 41 appearances. He would have played every single league game? Is that amount? No, it's 46 games, I was going to say. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Morale is pretty much on the floor, which isn't helpful. But yeah, let's see. Starting positions for Paul Byrne, the youngster who will be our starting right back next year. So we need to see what he's doing. And as I said before, Jobe McKenzie up front with his pace, hopefully getting on the end of flick-ons from Jake Cassidy. So just to go back to the tactics again then, Paul Byrne as a fullback, we're basically saying don't push up, sit narrower next to your centre-back partner, so it all keeps it nice and compact in there. We've got Harris and Eibel, who most likely will be our starting centre-back partnership next year, which is a concern because Eibel really isn't very good. At left-back, Smith, he's still going to be here next year. Club captain is George Smith, and he's doing a good job at left-back this season. 6.79, 43 appearances, 3 assists. We need to up that, I think, into next season. In the midfield, Dean and Hay are going to be starting in there for this one. Kazim on the right, Walker on the left, Cassidy and McKenzie starting up front together. It's basically a 4-4-2. 4-4-F-2 is what we've gone for in this one. But yeah, big loss or big miss will be Sakura and Vaughan. Our 2 best players who aren't going to be here next year. How do we get on in this final game of Season 1 of the Youth Academy Challenge? So, I think we're ready to go. I think we're going to set up like this. It keeps saying played more direct passing, but whenever we do that, we just give possession back to the opposition. So I don't really want to go for that. I want to try and exploit the pace we have up front, but by building the ball from the back and up. Now, it might be worse because Sakura is much better than... Well, Harris isn't too bad on the ball. He's just at 5'10". He's not the tallest. But Eibel is pretty shocking. So, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. We're starting Eibel as the cover, and Harris is going to man mark... If they've got one up front, Harris will be man marking their striker, which is a tactic we've started to employ a little bit more. But expecting to lose, they are at the top of the table. We've got a number of people that are unsure with what's happening at the moment. So how do we do that? Do we say the pressure's all on them, go cause an upset? We could, yeah, let's go for that one. Everyone's still unsure. Okay, individuals. So unsure in the starting 11. Everyone that's unsure in the starting 11, which is you lot. Point your finger, I have faith. Confidence, happy, still a bit unsure. Normal. Okay, well, Cassidy didn't really turn around, but we're getting there. And I think with McKenzie, right, we just have to say, look, hands on hips, go and play without any pressure on you. He's a youngster. Same with Paul Byrne as well, actually. Let's go hands on hips, just no pressure on you today. He's got a bit of composure through that. So let's see if it works. I have, look at that form, 5 losses in a row. Anyone with a little yellow mark next to him is just because I've made a note on their page to say which youth academy intake they've come from. So obviously everyone at the moment is in year 1, and what their star potential was, so that I've got a recollection when we start getting more youth academies intakes coming through. We have a recollection to sort of map people against each other. So, yeah, that's the only reason. A lot of people do it on the forums. They put it in the name of the player. But I don't want my players to be like Mackenzie Youth Product 1 Elite. It just messes with my mind when I have something like that. Because I'm like, the commentator wouldn't say it. So, yeah, you'd probably know what I'm on about. But ball in, Tereni with a good punch. Scully gives it back to Mohammed. Over the top, he was trying to put it into space. I was thinking, do we start cautious on this one? We may even start defensive. We can't see the line. There we go. Ramshaw brings it forward for Spennymoor. Back to Taylor. Banji, it is nice coming into the final game of the season, having no pressure on us. But yeah, their team is incredible. It's so much better than ours, which is why they've been at the top of the table for the whole season, pretty much. Spennymoor, they've literally only dropped off top spot in the last couple of games. So yeah, they are going to be better than us. I'm just wondering. Let's get the ball wide again. Let's try and get the ball wide. We might up the tempo and up the directness. If nothing really comes of this. But again, we're still not trying to press the back 4. That's our right back turning off, the youngster Byrne. But he puts in a good tackle to win it back. Scully shoots. Oh my God, what a goal. You can't do much about that. You can't do much about that. I feel like I've messed up my camera height here. I think you need to go all the way that way, and you need to come up this way a little bit so that we can get that camera back. So Cosolio back to Scully. And he's absolutely bent that in the top corner, hasn't he? What a goal that is 10 minutes into the game. Absolutely wonderful. Right, that's a bit better for the view. It gives us a little bit more of the... You see the whole pitch as if it's sort of 3D, 2D, isn't it? The 2D thing. So, oh my word. This is what happens when we don't play Sakura. So we're 3-0 down inside 13 minutes. It's not ideal, is it? I mean, Harris here just doesn't track the run. Yeah, completely switches off. We need to mix this up a bit. Okay, so we've changed to a bit more of a flat 4-1-3-2. Let's see how this works out as Harris has the ball. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm worried about when you go a bit more direct. It's just rubbish. Burn picks it up, lies to lay the ball through. Okay, so my big concern is that losing Sakura is absolutely huge. I think it's going to need a complete reset of tactics. Going into Season 2, I mean, shots from there really shouldn't be troubling us, but now I feel like we're too zoomed out. Is that up or is that down? I can't remember. I think that's zooming out, isn't it? But, yeah, I mean, Sakura is massive for us. He's such a big loss at the back. We have created absolutely nothing. Is this because we've dropped Chippendale, who is our, main man? I've been building him up. I can't remember what camera settings I had. I'm going to have to figure this out because we're too far out at the moment. Cassidy into Mackenzie, out to Walker. Walker into the box. Walker! Square it, you knobhead. Square it. Right, while this is paused, I need to figure out my camera angle. Oh, is it a little bit? Aha! No, that's getting more likely to where we were. And then I can zoom. Yes, okay, I can zoom in. Zoom in and zoom out from there. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? That's a bit closer to the action. Right, Walker with the corner. Swings this one in towards the back post, but Bosworth comes and claims it. Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. It's going to have a big rethink over the summer. When we come back in Season 2, there could be new systems, new shapes, new players. Well, not new players. We can't sign anyone. But definitely a new system that tries to get the best out of what we've got. And that is obviously, when we have both of them fit, Cassidy and Hoare up front probably will be a partnership. Or at least not a partnership. Hoare off the bench is very, very useful. But Hoare's injured at the moment, which is why Mackenzie's in Cassidy! Mackenzie left it, and Cassidy's got his 33rd goal of the season. So it does show that he is very useful at this level and very good for us in front of goal. As Kazim put this one in, Mackenzie, just technically got fouled, but it was a good finish from Cassidy. So 3-1, first shot on target, first goal. I don't mind that at all. Harris goes over the top looking for Mackenzie. It's headed away. Scully, Kazim, Mackenzie's beaten in the air. Harris clears it away. Cassidy knocks it down to Hay. Hay goes, I don't even know who he was looking for there, but Mohammed picks it up into Thornton. Scully into Bange, back to Scully. Bange goes for the 1-2. He's completely left Harris for dead. Good covering from Eyeball. And half-time, 3-1 down on the final day of the season. It's been shit, hasn't it? Let's be honest. It's been rubbish. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with everything. I want a much better display in the second half. Right, individuals. Joby is anxious. Paul's fine. Paul Byrne is fine. So Joby, look. Joby, come on. Look. Just go and have some fun. Relaxed, yeah. Go and have some fun, mate. You're up front. You've got 1-in-1 so far. It was an absolute banger. If anything, you've brought the pressure on yourself by having such a good performance off the bench against Banbury in the last game. So, okay, we've got a few little people running out of fitness, some poor ratings in there as well. Let's mix this up then. So Walker is going to come off, and I feel like I want to get Chippendale in the game. So let's bring Chippendale on. He's going to sit inside like this, and we'll put him on a Mazzala. So he does get a little bit wider. He'll push forward and push wider. I don't mind that. That's all right. Joe Mackenzie not having a wonderful game. 6.5 Smith also not playing well. Kazim not playing. Right, we're going to bring on... let's bring on Nate Ampadu, and we're going to go to a bit of a flat midfield 4 in here. So Dean and Ampadu in the 3, in the middle, and you're going to become a box-to-box. So we've got the Mazzala will give us width and forward running. The box-to-box will get up and down. Ampadu sits in case the fullbacks want to push on, and Dean just goes and chases the ball down and tries to win it. And then on the bench, youngsters, we could do Jordan, but we could do Jordan for Byrne as a youngster for youngster, but we're only 10 minutes in to the second half. So let's see if these changes make a difference. Chippendale will be the interesting one to watch to see if he can give us a little bit of width on that left-hand side. And the real big concern is centre-backs. We're going to have to see if we can do something there. Cassidy puts it out towards Byrne. Can't do much else than just head it back into play. Cosleo into Scully. Scully goes long. Taylor flicks it on, but that should be covered well by Smith. Long ball forward. It's crap. I mean, we're saying play it out from the back, so I don't know why these long balls always happen. It's very infuriating. So 20 minutes to go, 3-1 down. The changes haven't really made any sort of effect. So I think we're going to, let's quickly make another change then. Do we do, yeah, let's bring on another youngster for a debut. Why not? I mean, we do have a left winger on there. I mean, they're all youngsters, whoever's going to come on. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Suleimani was terrible last time he came on, but this time he's going to come on for Job McKenzie. And Suleiman, who is 6'6", is going to sit up there as a target forward. Cassidy will become a pressing forward. And we're just going to see what he can do. Can he cause a bit of chaos up front as a big old lump, Suleiman? That is what we want you to do. Suleiman, I can't remember what his name is, but Mundal puts it in. Banger's there with a header off the bar. Hay picks it up. We can't get anything going. So, right, Trineri goes long. Here he is. Our absolute wrecking ball of a centre-back, centre-mid, centre-forward. Smith into Ampadu. Dean, hey, that was a shot. Suleiman tries to get there. Smith keeps it in play. Puts a ball in towards Cassidy. Hay will pick up the rebound. Out to Byrne. Put a cross in. Hit the big man. It's because I've asked them to work the ball into the box. Yeah, sod that. Right, we've got a big man up there. Let's hit early crosses. Get the ball out wide. Let's go direct. Let's go direct. Set pieces. Don't have to play that wide. Hit the target forward. Get it long, do it quickly. As you can see, we've gone very attacking in terms of what we're trying to do as a team. Yeah, hit the target forward. If we win a corner, get it to that back post and get him on it. Get him on that back post. That's what is that? Oh, that's Cassidy. Striker left. Where's striker left? There he is. Striker left. Get him on that back post. He's an absolute giant of a man. Why have you suddenly changed to stay back? That's not what you do. It's not what you do. Right. Come on. We're playing for set pieces. Let's get a corner and get big Suleiman on it if we can. Get his head on it. Come on, boys. You've got 3 minutes to win a corner. No, you're not going to win a corner. Hinson with a throw-in. In it goes to Taylor. Back to Hinson. Chandler into Scully. Eyeball intercepts it well. Back to Trineri. Trineri into Byrne. Byrne goes long. That's such a bad pass. That's the problem with these youngsters in it. I'm starting now to figure out why people say this is the hardest challenge on Football Manager, because yeah, the youngsters you get through really aren't very good. So the more you have to play them, the more you're probably going to struggle, as it's 4-1 Ewan Bange. Well, Spennymoor might be in with a chance of winning the league. I think that's we can all agree on that right now. Spennymoor may be having a chance to win the league here. It's a lovely ball in. He's just left Spencer Harris for dead. Our centre-backs are so bad without Sakura. They really are. It's a long ball over the top. Eyeball's there. He's nearly lost it. Cleared away. Full time. 4-1. They win the league. Way. At least they could win the league. At least they won the league, right? They took it off Kidderminster. I don't like what I just saw. Let's all end the season. Let's just finish the season. We stayed up. We did what we needed to. And we don't finish just above the relegation zone. 4 points clear. Hitchin Town survive. Come on. Get in there, Hitchin. Hitchin Town survive. We survive. FC United are into the playoffs, which is massive. And that'll be everybody saying, I told you should have been FC United. And yeah, lovely stuff. And we'll go and check on the Met Police as well to see how they got on. I'm going to assume absolutely terribly. But we'll send the assistant to that. Spennymoor are crowned champions with a big win over us. The Vanarama National League North. Vanarama National League South. Stages, league table. Metropolitan Police are bottom. 31 points, so they picked up a few wins. 7 wins, 10 draws, 29 losses. Wow. Okay, that is pretty damning for them, isn't it? As can we see? I don't want contract. General info. Nope, not general info. I want custom. I want my squad view. Goals. 9 goals was their top goal scorer. Chris Late from attacking midfield. And they bought him in. They signed him. So, excellent. I wouldn't have been allowed to bring him in. And they've got loads of loan players in there. So, I think we did dodge a bullet not going through the Metropolitan Police. But looks like it's going to be tough second season. Looks like it's going to be a struggle with these players, these youngsters coming through. Sakura is going to be a huge, huge miss. I'm going to spend the summer trying to sort out tactics, trying to sort out training for all of our new youngsters, trying to sort out all of that stuff and see who is actually going to help us. At the moment, I've just called everyone up to the senior team, but I do want to make it only calling up people that are going to help us and then calling up the other youngsters if injuries require it and things like that. So yeah, any hints and tips, please do let me know down below. I always forget to say this at the beginning of the video, but if you are enjoying the series, please do subscribe. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, which is massive for me, and it's just a hobby. I've got a full-time job, I've got a dog, I've got my wife that I take care of, so this is just a full-time hobby, and yeah, I just love doing it. So please do subscribe, show your likes and love for the channel and the series by leaving a like on the video and put a comment down below. It all helps the algorithm for more people to find the channel and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in season 2, where a lot of our pressure relies on Jake Cassidy and Adam Hoare to score a lot of our goals again. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in a bit. Cheers.